Are you feeling stuck in a day job that barely resonates with you? Imagine a career that fuels your personal life, ignites your passions, and makes you genuinely happy. Sounds too idealistic? Let's unravel how choosing and shaping the right path can spread joy to every corner of your life. Welcome back. Today I want to address an age-old cliche. A fulfilling career path will enrich your life. But it's not just about corporate slogan. It's something that can genuinely ripple out in your family, friendships, and even your personal sense of worth. If you've ever felt that your career is merely a paycheck, let's dive into how shaping a purposeful path can bring you more emotional security, growth, and joy in every corner of your life. We've all heard that a fulfilling job leads to better moods and deeper connections elsewhere. But here's the thing, it's actually true. If your daily work is lifeless, those negative vibes follow you home, straining family dinners and social hangouts. Conversely, when you feel excited at work, you can't help but carry that positive spark into conversations, weekend plans, and even your rest. It's like an emotional anchor, a sense of purpose in your profession that flows into your personal life too. People around you notice you're more present, more creative, and generally more at peace. So many of us drift with job offers, promotions, or random roles that just happen to come. We rarely pause to say, wait, is this path aligned with my bigger aspirations? Over time, you might find yourself in a role that doesn't light your fire, leading to boredom, resentment, or that dreaded midlife crisis. But if you plan your career around real passions, the energy it creates is just electrifying. This shift from taking what comes to designing a path can be a difference between waking up groaning or waking up energized every day. So how do you create a purposeful career? Start by asking, what kind of problems do I want to solve? What leadership style resonates with me, or do I prefer being an expert behind the scenes? Getting clarity on those questions is how you design a future that just matches your personal style. This ties into your broader life vision. Maybe you love big social impact, or maybe it's about building a stable environment for your family. Once you know the type of leader or problem solver that you want to be, you can set immediate steps to inch closer to that picture. People often make a big mistake of overly focusing on the technical knowledge and just trying to sell it. But it doesn't sell because people don't care about your knowledge. They care about what you can do for them, namely what problems you can solve with that knowledge. You can read a book a day, every day accumulating that knowledge and still not being able to solve basic problems. So take that perspective and I can guarantee that you will completely change the way you think about your career. And it helps you communicate what you do in more compelling way as well, that will stand out from the ocean of people bragging about their knowledge, the certificates that they hold, or the universities that they attended to. Don't keep that newfound clarity locked in your journal. Share it with people who can open doors. A simple coffee chat with your manager about wanting more commercial projects or leadership track can steer opportunities your way. If you're not comfortable with your boss, seek out a mentor or a peer in your network. The point is to articulate your career vision so you are not invisible when the chances pop up. That step alone builds massive confidence, showing you're intentional about your growth, and you learn how to sell yourself much better and advocate for what you want to achieve. But you can't stagnate. Mapping out a development path fosters a sense of ownership over your destiny and career. Maybe you could take an extra finance course or lead a side project to hone your strategic thinking. Each achievement boosts your financial stability and personal confidence and helps you solve the problems you defined better, faster, in a more optimal way. The success vibe naturally carries into dinner conversations, weekend adventures, or creative hobbies you have always wanted to pursue. There's a deep satisfaction in saying, I'm not just drifting, I'm directly heading where I plan to. A strong career path often correlates with bigger paychecks or stable revenue if you are self-employed, for example, which in turn reduces stress about bills and life's uncertainties. Freed from constant money worries, you can invest in relationships, health, or passion projects, further fueling happiness. Over the years, the synergy has become clear. Your work nurtures personal harmony, and your personal vitality fuels better job performance. It's a cycle that often begins with courageous steps to define your career story. So let me summarize it for you. First, define your core value proposition. Think of your career as a product. List problems you solved over the last few years and how much value it brought to where you work. Simplify it until you have 1 to 3 sentences max, explaining what you do through the lens of the problems you solve. Then sketch a 2 to 3 year career vision. Pin down what new roles, skills, or responsibilities you would love to embrace that align with the problems that you solve, and outline them year by year. Discuss it. Communicate your newly established way of looking at your career with everyone. Boss, mentor, colleagues, network. You never know what projects or introduction they might grant you once they see you are serious. Then monitor how you feel. Quarterly ask, am I feeling more fulfilled? Do I sense a progress? If not, tweak your path or seek fresh challenges to keep that positive spark alive. A purposeful career doesn't just pay the bills, it intertwines with how you love, how you grow, and how you feel day to day. By consciously designing a path that syncs with your deeper career purpose, you can enhance not just your work satisfaction, but your entire life satisfaction. I hope this resonates and maybe nudges you to take charge where your career is heading. When work aligns with your core, it elevates your happiness, relationships, and sense of self. So go ahead, sketch that vision, talk to the right people, and let your career become the engine of more fulfilling life.